Hi everyone, I'm Malvika and this is my very first video that I'm going to be posting on my channel for you to be able to proceed with how to plan your travels. This is how I plan my travel, and this is the first step that I take when I have to plan something. And the first step I take is booking a flight. How do I book my flights to the destination that I want to go to? I use skyscanner.com, and what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to slowly take you to through all the steps, how I proceed booking a flight, or how I select the flight which I would want to fly on to the certain destination. So let's do it, and I'm going to take you there. Okay, so here I am. This is the incognito window I've opened, or private window, whatever you would like to. I am going to type in at skyscanner.com, which is skyscanner.com. Once you click on it, you're going to see the website. The first thing is it takes you to .co.in instead of .com, which is okay. That is because I am residing in India right now. On the top right corner, what you see is, sorry, I'm just going to close this. On the top right corner, what you see is this, the language, country and currency. You can change this based on where you are right now, what your language is and what currency you would like to see it, and you have all the options and more. I'm going to keep it as is. Next, the default window that you see is directly to search a flight from somewhere to somewhere. Because I'm based in Mumbai, I'm going to put Mumbai in here. And where would you like to fly to? Let's say we plan to fly to Turkey. We need to decide which city we are going to. We can't just put a country's name, we need to put a city's name. Turkey being a country, I'm just going to put down Istanbul, because that's where normally everyone lands into when they first enter Turkey. Now, Turkey has Istanbul has two airports, one on the European side of Istanbul and one on the Asian side of Istanbul. I don't want to confuse you with that, but if you know exactly which airport you want to land into, you could choose either of the two. For now, I'm just going to choose any because I am okay landing in either of the two airports. Departure and return. If you have fixed dates, like I want to leave on 13th May and I want to come on 21st May, I can just put it there. If you don't have exact dates and you're flexible, that is much more better. So there's an option of choosing whole month instead of specific date. We choose whole month. Let's say we want to go there in November. Let's say departure November, return November. So we are flexible with our dates. So these are the three things that you have to fill, or four sometimes. Let this be one adult. You don't need to change this right now. Just say search flights. Once you go to search flights, this is the window you get if you have selected months. That is, now you can select which date you want to go on to. So normally, if you are closer to the date of departure, you will see this number, this price on almost all the dates. Right now, the system is not having enough information to have prices for all the dates. This could also be because of COVID, that they don't have enough information and nobody in fact knows when the flights would start. So I'm going to click on 14 because this is the lowest out of the three. Say we select 14th May. Now we see some prices here. It says 21st May to 17,000. Let's do that. Now we've selected our dates. We go to show flights. Show flights. Now guys, this is the most important window that you're going to come to, and you can really play with this quite a bit to get the exact flight that you need. The number one thing that I do, because I am pretty price specific and I like it if I get a certain flight at the cheapest price possible. I mean, who doesn't want it? Now there are three options here: best, cheapest, fastest. The best is basically the flight option, which is the best combination of both price and speed, right? So it takes you to the destination faster at a lower price, not the cheapest one, but the lower price. Now this cheapest, if you click on cheapest, it gives you prices in the ascending order from low to high. Isn't this awesome? Now, a lot of websites do this. Skyscanner also does it, but it also has multiple other things to focus on and to play around with, especially. Fastest. Now the fastest is when you really want to, you don't care how much a flight costs, but you just want to reach there. So this is the option for your fastest. Right now I'm just going to keep it as cheapest. Now the first option that we see, now we go like this. If we want to, if you're not happy with the first one, we go to the second one. If you're not happy with the second one, we go to the third one. That's how we decide on which flight to take. Now for example, first one is Kuwait Airways. I am okay with Kuwait Airways. If someone is not, they can check the second best flight. Now for me, once I select Kuwait, I see 34,481, great, amazing price, the best price. I am okay with one stop. I don't need direct stop. Now the next thing I check is this one stop is happening in Kuwait because it is Kuwait Airways. Now the most important thing is you click on this and check how long or short is the layover. The layover is basically, when I click on this, it shows me the whole route, which is from Mumbai to Kuwait and from Kuwait to Istanbul. The layover, basically the time that you have in between these two flights. This is the time I have between these two flights. That means I have exactly 50 minutes to get off one flight and board the other one. Now this, a lot of people might not be okay with, because there are chances that your first flight is delayed and you won't be able to reach in time for the next flight. Now because these both these flights are Kuwait Airways, sometimes when you happen to miss your next flight, Kuwait Airways will take the responsibility of putting you on the next flight, but sometimes that doesn't happen because there is no next flight. That means you have to stay in Kuwait for maybe a night or until whenever the next flight is. So this is really a chance you take. For example, for me, I don't know, I would just take the chance because if my gut says I have to take this, I take it, or I don't. For me, I can really run and probably also make a scene at the airport that no, I need to get onto the next flight. It sometimes works, it sometimes doesn't, but you have to be mindful before really deciding whether you want to take this flight. Same for the return, which is 4 hours 20, which is good, which is a long wait, but it is okay. It's better than a short wait. Now, in case you're not okay with this, what we can do, I'm just going to show you quickly, is the second option is Saudi. Now, I'm not okay with Saudi Airlines for some reason because I haven't heard good reviews about it, but if you have, you can definitely look at it. The only problem is the flight is 15 hours and 13 hours, but we can still check it again. It's 6 hours. This is a pretty longer wait. If you're okay to pay more, we can look at others. Fly Dubai, 21 hours and 24 hours. This is a big no-no because it is a very long flight, and that means you'll have to stay in Dubai probably for a whole day or something. The next is again Kuwait. Oh great, there is another Kuwait flight. Let's check this one. This is 5 hours wait. Great. And on return, it's a 45 minutes wait. So it's again the same. So guys, in this case, what I do is I just tell myself my best option is either this one, or my best option is I keep looking. And when I keep looking, the flights are way too long. I don't want such long waits, right? I want exact waiting time. So what I can do here is I can either, do you see on the left hand side there are things direct, one stop, two stop. You can choose, you can deselect, unselect and select whichever ones you want. So it will show only direct flights. For example, see, if I remove one stop and two stop, only direct, it's showing me the Turkish Airlines flights for 48,000, right? Now I can decide, let's leave this for now, this is not required. This is only if you want your flight to be on a specific time, you can use this. Outbound means the ones which is going out of your origin city into the city where you want to go. So if your outbound flight, if you need it between 12 a.m. and 3 a.m., you do this. Okay, things like that. So you can put filters as and when you want. I don't want filters right now. Journey. Now journey is basically the whole timing, 15 hours, 13 hours, 15, you see this is the journey time. If you want less journey duration, say 17.5, it will show you exactly the flights closest to that journey duration. It won't show you flights which have a longer duration, right? Oh, great. So we have Gulf Air next. We never saw this. Did you realize that we did not see Gulf Air in the first search, but now we see it, and it is 44,392, which is 10,000 more than Kuwait, but probably a better option because 2 hours wait and 3 hours 25. Guys, so this is basically, these are the ways how you can do things. Here you can play with this. Also, if you're very keen on taking only one certain airline, you can clear all and see, if I want to fly only Kuwait, I click only Kuwait and it shows me the only 2 flight options that it has, right? And if you want to select all, you can select all and it shows all the flights that are available. Now guys, let's just go to one flight. It's either Kuwait or Gulf. What should I go for? Okay, let's just go for Gulf, okay? When you go for Gulf, now what is the next step to book the ticket? It says read before booking. Guys, always read things before you book so you know exactly what you're getting into. Now, the options. Do you see the price list here? There are a lot of different websites offering the same flight for different prices. Budget Air, Go to Gate, My Trip, Sasti Ticket, eDreams, Gulf Air. And see the price difference. So what I do and what you should do is you should go for the first one. Trust me, don't look at these reviews. I mean, if you obviously, if you want to, you can, and you can decide where do you want to get your ticket from, but then you won't get the best price. I'm going to go to Budget Air and I'm going to select it. Once I go there, Skyscanner takes me to budgetair.com, and this is the website through which I am going to be booking my ticket right now. So let's see. Okay, it is searching for the price. Guys, sometimes what happens is from the time that you've clicked it and from the time you reach Budget Air, the price changes. It happens sometimes, right? But it doesn't happen all the time, so you can still do this. And now Budget Air is loading my trip. I'm showing you this step in order to check everything before you book your flights. That was just a window which asked me to accept cookies or something. I just did. Also, when Skyscanner takes you to this Budget Air, okay, there it is. Now, what you do is, it tells you your flight details. See, Gulf Air. Now, what you need to check is what all is included. Guys, you really need to check what all is included, okay? Here it clearly states your flight includes a maximum of 2 pieces of checked luggage. Great. Checked baggage, see, 2 pieces, hand baggage included. Great. Guys, you really need to check this because sometimes the baggage is not included, the food is not included, a lot of things are not included, so you need to check this. See, a delicious 3-course meal is included. Spacious flight, and this could be different for different websites that you go to. This is what Budget Air is showing us, okay? And I think I'm really happy with this flight. It includes also, what I'm going to do next is I can either sign in and book faster, so you can, whenever you come back to Budget Air, you don't have to fill up all this again. Also, it keeps track of all your bookings, so if you have a complaint or anything, it's best if you have a login ID to this website. I'm not going to put it now. Now what you do is you put everything, whatever are your details, Malvika, and you need to put this based on your passport, right? Whatever, enter your official given names as written in your passport. Guys, you need to be very careful while booking your own tickets. You cannot make a mistake. It should be exactly, all the information should be exactly based on what is on your passport. You need to write your passport number, check it twice before hitting the next button. This is your last step, guys. After putting everything in, you hit the next button. It's going to take you to your extras. It's not showing right now, but in your extras it's going to show you options of, do you need a certain meal, do you need to book a certain seat, and you can choose it for extra prices, but I just leave it at that. It's not really required. And then you make the payment. So that is about it. I hope I gave you quite a lot of information. Maybe it was too much, maybe you already knew about it. But this was the first video, guys. This was the basic video where I showed you how to get the best ticket possible and make sure it is right for you, so that you have enough time to run between one flight to the other and you don't waste money by missing on the flight. The second video is going to be about how do you book multi-city flights. That is, if you're traveling from one place to another, and then from there to another, from there to another, you don't need to book it 3 different times. You can book it all together, and Skyscanner gives you that. And the third video in the series is going to be the best video ever. A lot of people don't know about the things that Skyscanner can do, and it can just blow your mind. And I'm going to tell you about it, and you're going to listen to it. It's going to be third in the series though, so wait for the second one and then for the third one, and I'm going to be back with many more interesting videos. So I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you start planning your next trip the way I normally do. It's going to really help you a lot. It's easy, it's simple, and you have the flexibility in your hands. If anything goes wrong, if there are cancellations, if there are refunds, you can directly reach out to budgetair.com. Guys, you don't reach out to Skyscanner. Your money is not with Skyscanner, your money is with Budget Air. You need to reach out to Budget Air. Okay, Skyscanner is just a way to get you in, to show you your options, and then you choose where you want to go. So I hope everything is clear, and I hope you like my video. And if you have any questions regarding this, guys, please put it in the comment section, and I'll be extremely happy to reply. I have been there, done that. I have all the answers. At least I think I have most of the answers, and I will be able to help you. Thank you, and see you soon. Bye-bye.